Here are a few reasons why your strategy isn't working. Reason number one, it's not the right strategy. To me, every single strategy works. It's not really a matter of like finding a strategy that works across the board or that doesn't work. Not every strategy is right for every person or every business or every season. So it might be that your strategy just simply isn't correct for you at this time. The second reason is you're relying too much on strategy in a way that is actually bypassing how you feel. And usually, by how you feel, I mean something you're afraid of. So, a lot of times when we feel insecure, we feel scared, we feel like we're not enough, we're afraid of money, we double down on our to-do list and busy work and staying active in order to not have to sit with the fear that we're feeling. And so a lot of times people will scramble to find a new strategy or the right strategy when it's actually not a strategy at all, that is in between them and what they want. And by continuing to focus on a strategy, it actually creates a bypass of your feelings. And the reason why I think that somatics is a fundamental and really important piece to building a sustainable business is because there has to be a way to make space for and feel into your feelings as a part of the business you're building. Otherwise, you're building a business that has no room for your feelings, which is basically the 9 to 5 you work so hard to quit in the first place. And the last common reason I find that a strategy isn't working is that there is a strategy being put in place based around something that you think you should want that isn't actually what you want. So another reason incorporating a conversation with our bodies and our inner children and our defense mechanisms into the ways we build our business is that by chipping away and clearing out other stories, patterning, and programming that aren't ours, we actually find that the things we think we want is also part of other people's energy and other people's story. One example being, I need to make a bunch of money, and then I make a bunch of money, and then I spend it how I think a person who has a bunch of money is supposed to spend their money, which actually has nothing to do with me. When my yoga apparel and retreats company caught a really big wave of momentum and tons of orders were coming in, I was shipping orders out of my garage, and all this momentum was building, and it's like what people say to do is like to outsource and to scale. And so I outsourced and I scaled, and then I was like, wait, I'm like the manager of a warehouse now. This isn't what I want to be doing. And so it's really important to incorporate not just the tangible, what you want in your business, but also the lifestyle you want to be living. And so often I'll see a strategy being put in place because you think you're supposed to, either because someone told you, or like the big, vague, like, business people say you should do this, which I don't even know who that is, but there's this like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do as a business owner that comes in, and that person will be making decisions about around what strategies to implement, and or you'll be doing things just because you think you're supposed to, and then you will end up building a business where you don't like what your daily life is like, you don't like what you spend your time doing, and you might find yourself in a role that isn't why you built your business in the first place. So really looking at how we can peel off the layers more and more and more to uncover our true desire and operating from there. And also, as your business grows and progresses, your desires will grow and progress too. And as you check certain things off the list, it's like, oh, I already like, now I can say I did that. I don't necessarily need to make that a huge part of my goal or a part of my strategy that I'm building in my business. So any strategy to me needs to not just incorporate how you can build a sustainable and sexier income, but also like a sustainable lifestyle that you actually want to be living that is holding you accountable to being able to have more parts of yourself expressed and have more parts of yourself take up space.